99. Also on the track, in the green lane, Enterprises entry, the 25Z out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania, Mason Ziegler. There you saw a shot of the 44 at a top 10 last night at Portsmouth in the DeWitt County entry out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. That is Colton Burnett. And in the Big River Steel, C&W Trucking, Lazy Days RV 99 for Roger Sellers. Second last night at Portsmouth out of Dresden, Ohio. That is Devin Moran. Devin Moran at 99. There's the green lane 25Z of Ziggy. And group number 3 in the Bookstore Draft Hot Laps to the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. And the fastest in that group entering turn number 2, second last night at Portsmouth in the 99 out of Dresden, Ohio. How about it for Devin Moran? Devin Moran in 99 at 13.338. A great run last night, DJ, at PRP.
Yeah, 5-time winner this season. James comes into the event 6th in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series point standings. This event has eluded him, though. His dad, Donnie, a 3-time Hillbilly 100 winner. Devin looking for his first victory in America's oldest crown jewel.
All right, our next group of cars on the racetrack. There's the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader. He is in the Big River Steel Hoker Trucking Coltman Farms 20 RT, sporting that Midwest Sheep and Loin spoiler. Out of Martinsville, Indiana, Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky Thornton Jr., the 20 RT. Behind him, the driver fourth in the points. He's in the Wells Motorsports, Garnto Southern, Muscle Factory 76 out of Evans, Georgia. Former Hillbilly 100 winner, that is Brandon Overton. Brandon Overton at 76 behind him. In the C.J. Johnson entry, number 37 out of Fairmont, West Virginia, that is Jacob Hawkins. Jacob Hawkins in 37. Behind him, the Bobby Lake Motorsports 27. Gary's Auto Sales entry out of Uniontown, PA, that is Michael Lake. Michael Lake at 27. The BSI Well Service Team Zero Bloomquist in the 25. Out of Salem, West Virginia, that is Mike Benedum. In the 12R car, that is Ryan Payne. Ryan Payne in that rocket. He's out of Pennsboro, West Virginia. And in the 00 car, out of Burgettstown, PA, that is Kyle Lucan. Kyle Lucan in the 00, the Creek Bar and Grill, Mallard Electric Grill, number 00. There's Ryan Payne out of Pennsboro. In the 27 car. Fourth and final group of hot laps, Dirt Draft Hot Laps of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. And the fourth and final group. And the fastest in that group in that 37 car out of Fairmont, West Virginia, 13.401. How about it for Jacob Hawkins in 37?
James, trouble with the other 37 at Travis Brown, the Jacksonburg, West Virginia driver, as he didn't even make a lap. That car was still under fire as he makes his way back into the pit area, but a tough break for him. Travis Brown running a throwback paint scheme to Sam Irvin. His car owner, Sam Irvin, was inducted 2 weeks ago, James, right here into the Bull Ring of Honor, the Tyler County Speedway Bull Ring of Honor, their Hall of Fame, and so that throwback wrap is in honor of Sam Irvin, who was inducted into the Tyler County Bull Ring of Honor here just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. All right, DJ, sorry about that. Talking to Brian Spade of the Rush Series. Rush Late Models coming up next for their hot lap session. So the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, 34 cars. They head back to the pit area, get ready for All-Star Performance Time Trials. And Rush Late Models coming up. Brian, good to see you. Just a reminder, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series will be at the Pittsburgher. That'll be on September the 30th. $30,000 to win. You save $10 by buying advance tickets online. So go to their website, and instead of the $50, it's $40 if you buy it in advance. Plus, you get to see the Rush Late Models. They will be there on Friday, September the 29th, $4,000 to win. And then Saturday night, September the 30th, along with the Lucas Oil Late Models, Rush Late Models, $10,000 to win. Brian Spade, take it away, sir.
Thank you very much, James. And we're looking forward to 3 events in a row with the Rush with the Lucas Series, and we've got our Rush Late Models coming out. My name's Brian Spade, the announcer for the Rush Late Models and Rush Racing Series. Looking forward to calling all the action tonight for you fans here at Tyler County and those of you at home on FloRacing. Right now on the Speedway, we got car number 3, Jay of Jeremy Wonderling. On your screen right now is the 00K. That is a Caleb McManus car driven by Max Blair out of Centerville, Pennsylvania, doing double duty tonight. Max has 2 wins on our series this year, driving this car once at Lernerville Speedway for a $20,000 to win Bill Emig Memorial back in June in part of the competition with the Firecracker 100 with the Lucas cars, and also last Saturday night or Sunday night at Erie Speedway. He made a stop back at home and took on the locals up there on our MSD Performance Manufacturers night and picked up the win on that night. On the screen also and down in front of us here, car number 1T is Brent Trimble. Brent is out of Morgantown, West Virginia. Behind him on the track is car number 5A. That is AJ Spagnolo. AJ in car number 5A. The 11J behind him is JT Ward. JT is out of Philippi, West Virginia. Also on the track, the 36 out of Delmar, Delaware. That is Cody Dawson. Cody in car number 36 over in turn number 1. Again, coming out of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, this guy's coming into this event with 2 wins in a row with the Rush cars here at Elkins in our series event. That's Jeremy Wonderling right in front of you in car number 3J. Jeremy won here back in July, won last September. This race is the Cider Jug 40, paying $3,000 to win. $4,000 to win. I'll get it straightened out. Also out there on the track is the 10S of Joe Martin. Joe Martin in car number 10S. Max Blair slinging it out there in his machine. You're fine. Trouble in the backstretch. JT Ward losing the back end of car number 11J, and here he lost some sheet metal in the backstretch. You can see that on the screen for those of you watching Flow. Quick time in that group was Brent Trimble. Brent in car number 1T was the fastest in that group of hot laps. We got 4 hot lap sessions for our Rush late models. Coming on the track now out of Erie, Pennsylvania is Ashton Briggs, also out there on the track. The number 19C out of Clarksburg, West Virginia, George Casto III. Tonight, car number 57 is piloted by Kyle Tyre. Luke Heyer, excuse me, in car number 57. 47W out there tonight is Brandon Weigel. The orange number 9A is Matt Adams. He's out of Edders, Pennsylvania. Number 12L is Dave Loudon. Dave is out of Volga, West Virginia. Car number 17 in the backstretch on your screen at home is Ryan Frazee, the Addison, Pennsylvania driver. Addison Assassin is his nickname. One of the top drivers here, Donnie Dotson in car number 15D. He's out there with him out of West Union, West Virginia, right behind the 47W. Checker flag comes out, ending that hot lap session. 2 more to go for the Rush late models. These are the Huvis Auto and Truck Supply Rush late models presented by Born to Run Lubricants, competing in a Flynn's Tire Touring Series event. Fastest in that group was Ashton Briggs with a 14.232. Brent Trimble, the only one so far with a sub 14 second lap at 13.867. Leading the cars onto the track now, the 20B, or the 20 of Lane Brock, and the 20B, actually, Blake Runyon is in the 20. That's the red number 20. On your screen, the yellow number 20 is Brock. Lane Brock is in the 20B. He's out of Brewston Mills, West Virginia. Blake Runyon is out of French Creek, West Virginia. Also out on the track, here coming onto the speedway, the 37R is Logan Reed. He's out of Pennsboro, West Virginia. Car number 27J, Hayden Jacobs, out of Bridgeport, West Virginia. Car number 31, out of Albion, PA, up near Erie, Pennsylvania, is Kyle Zimmerman. Kyle, a former champion at the Erie's Speedway up in Hammett, near Erie. 03 is Garrett Paw. Garrett out of Bellington, West Virginia. The for sale car is actually going to be numbered 4K on our scoring sheets. That is Zachary Kane. Zachary Kane's out of Washington. And the number 18 of Mike Wonderling. Mike, and car number 18 is out of Wellsville, New York. He scored a top 3 finish here back in July. Checker flag is out. One more hot lap session coming up. Second fastest car out there is Garrett Paw, first in this group. Garrett a 14.103. 29 of Ryan Hare out of Elkins, West Virginia on the track. The 90J of Mad Dog Mike Doritsky. Doritsky out of Masontown, Pennsylvania. And Zach Kane having trouble off at turn 2. He's pulling up there and asking for a push from one of the push trucks. 136 out of Elba, New York is David Pangrazio. David, a regular at the Genesee Speedway, has a win there and a couple wins up at Erie Speedway this year. Car number 4 in turn number 1, that is Jason Knowles, nicknamed the Jet. Jason is out of Addison, New York. He is the track champion or former champion at Woodhull. Also out on the speedway, car number 51, Austin Hauser. Austin is from Grand Island, New York, up near Buffalo, between Buffalo and Niagara Falls. He's been a regular on our series this year. Behind him in the black number 21J is Jim Racy. Racy out of Southington, Ohio, is a former big block modified driver and former champion at tracks like Tri-City Raceway Park and Sharon Speedway on the western Pennsylvania, eastern Ohio border. 36B is Colby Behe. Number 9 out there tonight, that is Dalton Good. He's out of Beverly, West Virginia. And the 42 is Daryl Charlier. Daryl's out of Bulger, PA. And the number 58 out on the speedway, that is out of Salem, West Virginia, Eddie Starkey. Eddie Starkey in car number 58S. Good getting up close to the wall here on the front stretch, but pulls it away with the 9 car. Checkered flag comes out, ending our hot lap session. Track is maintaining speed for the drivers out there. Fastest car in this group ends up being the 136 of David Pangrazio. Right there in your screen ahead of the 4 car going into turn number 2. There's David on the screen right now, the BEP salvage car out of Elba, New York. Jim Racy was second quick. Jason Knowles in the 4 was third quick. They end up being 3, 4, and 5 overall of the four hot lap sessions. Brent Trimble fastest at 13.867. We got our time trials coming up here pretty soon, at which point we will be able to tell you who the FK Rod End Shock the Clock Award winner will be. Once again, our Rush Late Model Touring Series features over $100,000 in point funds for the entire season, including our Track Pack bonus program, paying $2,500 to the top 6 at each track. Coming on the track now, the Legends cars, or Dwarf cars, whatever they may be called here tonight. All right, I'm going to pass the microphone over to Jimmy Henry. Jimmy's going to call these cars for you here tonight. Jim?
A lot of fun to be kind of standby help here at the great 55th annual Hillbilly 100 weekend. Once again, my name is Jimmy Henry on the track now. The Legend cars, the number 21, Steve Parton. The number 44, Chayton Young, 4G, Garrett Schuler. The number 95 of Nick O'Brien, the 18, Quade Schoonover. Number 17, Cale Mabin. Green flag is out now. White flag in the air so far, sitting atop the leaderboard, the 21, Steve Parton, 16998, 16998 for the number 21 of Steve Parton. Sorry. Checkered flag is out. New fast time, the 95, Nick O'Brien, 16912. That's going to drop the 21 of Stephen Parton to the second position, 16998. Your top 2 fast qualifiers so far to this point. The only 2 drivers to break into the 16-second mark. Levi Morris currently sitting third in the number 80 with a time of 17310. Quade Schoonover in the 18, 17412. And rounding out your top 5 fastest qualifiers, the 17 of Cale Mabin. He turns in a time of 17517. So once again, sitting atop the leaderboard, that's the time to beat Nick O'Brien in the 95 car with a time of 16912. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we always want to make sure that you are made to feel welcome here at Tyler County Speedway. However, just a friendly reminder, the top 4 rows are reserved seating. So if you have not actually paid for a reserved spot in the top 4 rows, that is all the way around the racetrack, you may be asked to leave. If you want to secure a spot in the top 4 rows, maybe you haven't actually reserved your spot, you can do that right by the concession stand. So it's only $10 to reserve a good spot. However, remember, if you do not do that, you may be asked to leave.
Really? Asked to leave, huh? Who's going to do that? Okay. All right, Barney Fife, you go right ahead. You tell somebody that. Or the Union Gap.
Checkered flag in the air. That will be, I believe, final round of qualifying for the Legends cars. It's still your fast qualifier, Nick O'Brien, with a time of 1:6.912. Sitting second overall, Stephen Parton with a time of 1:6.998. Those are the only two drivers to break the 16 mark, ladies and gentlemen. Rounding out the top 5, Levi Morris with a time of 1:7.310. Quade Schoonover's fourth overall, 1:7.412. And sitting fifth overall, Cale Mabin, turning in a time of 1:7.517.
All right, Jimmy Henry, thank you very much. Coming up next, we'll have all-star performance time trials for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. 34 cars tonight for the $30,000 to win Hillbilly 100 here, the oldest continuous dirt late model race since 1967. You're watching it all live here. James Essex, Dustin Jarrett will be back here on MAV TV on FloRacing coming up. Well, welcome back to Mayberry here. Is Barney Fife down there arresting people with the badge. You can stay. You got my permission to stay, but if you're in a reserved area, you're good to go. So, oh, Jimmy, I love you, Jimmy Henry. Good working with you. Steve Davis is here, but we'll be all right. Otis down at the jail. It's all good, isn't it? Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate you coming in tonight. Law and order has been restored here at Tyler County. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series coming up next. We'll have all-star performance time trials. Coming up first will be the number 22 car. He comes to us out of Spelter, West Virginia. That'll be Cody Rogers. Cody Rogers in the Bear Contracting, Bear Utilities, Amos Bridgeport, West Virginia. Amos of Bridgeport, West Virginia. Ace Hardware, Dynamic Driveline, Hard Rock Powder Coating, and East Coast Underground Rocket Pro Power. He'll be followed by the number 1 at a New Waverly, Texas. It'll be Turbo Tyler Erb. He's in the bulk material lift. Base Hills, Anthony's Pizza, First Class Septic, Roberts B Company, Penske Shock, Santa Weld. Tonight he's back in a rocket with the Clements Power Plant under the hood, and coming out there to be Steve Waggle. He's out of Middleburn, West Virginia. He's in the Jenkins Auto Parts, Waggle Farms. Body by McCoy, DAC Energy, and Octane Race Products, Rocket, Tom Rogers Racing Engine for Steve Waggle in 75. Only 2 previous Hillbilly 100 winners in the house tonight. That would be Brandon Overton in 2018 and Jonathan Davenport in 2017. So we may have a brand new winner of the Hillbilly 100. That would be cool to see, a first-time winner. But Overton and Davenport, they will be in the hunt as well here tonight, Dustin.
James, you got a few guys whose dads won this race as well, and a few guys whose dads came close. Of course, Don O'Neill picked up the win in the Hillbilly 100 back in 2014. His son, Hudson O'Neill, looking for his first career win in this race. And then we mentioned earlier, Donnie Moran, a 3-time Hillbilly 100 champ, as Devin Moran is seeking his first win. behind the wheel of his first win in this event, behind the wheel of that Double Down Motorsports number 99. Don't forget as well, back in 2002, I believe it was, when Rob Blair almost won the Hillbilly 100. He took the lead late. He got passed with less than 2 laps to go, and he crossed the line in second. His son Max has a ULMS win here at Tyler County Speedway a couple years ago. He too looking for his first win in the Hillbilly 100.
I think he has a couple of ULMS and a couple of crate race wins here, Max Blair, right?
He does, yes.
Yeah,
he's got wins in both. He has, of course, a 4-time ULMS champ as well, yes.
So remember, Dustin, don't sit in the top 4 rows. Those are reserved, okay?
Are you going to throw me out?
Jimmy's going to just, I don't know, Jimmy.
Well, listen, they had to throw you out of Eldora the time you parked on the helipad.
Well,
so.
I did that. That is true. And that was during the COVID when nobody was there.
That's right. That's exactly right. Hey, it's great to be back at Tyler County, man. It's good
It's
to have a
awesome.
home game. It's good to be here amongst my people and see everyone here, man. And we have not even started All-Star Performance time trials yet, and I'm telling you right now, there's not too many seats to be had in this place as I kind of look around. Front stretch, back stretch, both, man. It's a great-looking crowd, and just huge support for this event. And don't forget, of course, coming up Wednesday later this month, Wednesday, September 27th. That's the date you're going to want to pull your phone out, mark on your calendar. We will be right back here for Castrol FloRacing Night in America, the track that kicked it all off a few years ago. Wednesday, September 27th, FloRacing Night in America. $23,000 to win for late models coming up here at Tyler County later this month.
What about the month for you and I?
We got a lot
Tyler
going
County
on.
tonight. Eldora 3 nights next weekend, live here on Flo. Knoxville 3 nights. I'll be at Brownstown, the home track. That'll be for 2 nights. Then we'll have, the Castrol FloRacing Night at Fairbury. You'll be there. Here at Tyler. Then we've got Raceway 7 and the Pittsburgher. What a month. Live here on FloRacing. Great.
Yeah, every single one of those events
every lap matters, Dustin Jarrett, doesn't it?
Right. That's exactly right. Hey, and don't forget as well, we've got some good-looking FloRacing merchandise as well. You can scan the QR code. Those of you that are watching at home can scan. There's going to be a QR code there on your screen. Scan that QR code, and that will take you directly to buy all the FloRacing swag that you want to buy. James, do you have your FloRacing swag?
Well, I've got some T-shirts, as you well know, and I like those hoodies. It may be a while before we have to wear them.
That's supposed to be like 90-something here in a couple days.
Yeah, but
it looks
Eldora
good,
like
yeah.
78 or 80 next weekend, and we'll be all live. Twin 25s on Thursday, 12,000 to win, right? Twin 25s on Friday, 12,000 to win, and in the World 100 next week, the Wheel of Misfortune will be spun next Friday night.
I know the drivers would all hate me, but I really, really am pushing for a full field invert on that wheel. One of these times, it's going to say all, A-L-L on there, and it'll be just the whole field just gets inverted.
How about Tony and Jerry, what they've done with the purse for that race next weekend? And it's like the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. I mean, it's the year of money for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. By the way, the top 12 in the Lucas Oil points this year, Dustin, they have already earned in bonuses and winnings nearly $2 million. It's at $1.9 million heading into the weekend. And the money added for Eldora, of course, will be there. The Dirt Track World Championship to wrap up the year. Tickets on sale, EldoraSpeedway.com. We got to get our record back next Saturday night, right?
That's right. We got to get it back.
The sprint car
next
folks
week.
stole it from us at the Kings Royal.
We'll
get it back.
We will get that back next week for sure.
All
But
right.
to talk about the money that's on the line, let's not forget as well about all the great folks that have put some extra money up for grabs with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series this year. Those checkpoints, the top 16, the top 12, and just last week at Port Royal, the top 8, courtesy of University of Northwestern Ohio as well, giving cash bonuses to the drivers in those respective positions in their point standings, and that's awesome, man. And I think here in the years ahead, you may hear, you and I and Ben and others talk a little more. I would like to talk more about total purses, right? We talk a lot about how much it pays to win a race. We don't maybe spend as much time as we should talking about what the total purse is, because as you said, James, there's a lot of money being put on the line at these races, not just with the Lucas Oil Series, but all across the country in dirt late model
Well, the
racing.
total purse tonight for the main event only, the Hillbilly 100, is $103,000, Dustin. $103,000, $30,000 to win. And it's 15,000 per second, so no chump change there.
No, that's awesome. That is awesome. And again, who knows what may happen next year, as next year, don't forget, is the 50th anniversary of Tyler County Speedway. It'll be the 56th running of the Hillbilly 100.
All right, can't wait for that. We're just about ready to go here just a little bit for All-Star Performance Time Trials. So groups 1 and 2, they will qualify against each other. They will be heats 1 and 2 here tonight. Group B, which will be group 3 and 4, they will be heats 3 and 4 here tonight at Tyler County. For those watching at home, there's Brandon Overton. Right now sitting in that coveted 4th spot in the Lucas Oil Championship points. As he looks over the field here, as he was the winner here back in 2018. And Dustin, he's a little bit overheating last night. He had a good hot rod last night, and he is right there in that coveted 4th spot, trying to get in that. He's got some pressure from McCready and Moran, but that 4th spot, minimum of $100,000 at Eldora next month.
Yeah, and again, a chance, of course, to come home as the 2023 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champ, as well as Brandon Overton. I talked to someone a little bit earlier. He's just now starting to get his footing back under him, James. Maybe didn't have the middle part of the season that he wanted once he got those couple wins down at Golden Isles. Of course, he picked up that $50,000 World of Outlaws win at Talladega, but then he kind of went on a dry spell throughout the course of the summer. He's run real well over the course of the last couple of weeks, started up front or near the front, both at Port Royal and then last night at Portsmouth. And he is, as you mentioned, a former winner of this race.
All right, DJ, great job. Glad to have you here tonight for the oldest continuous race in dirt late model racing since 1967, ready to roll. And Cody Rogers is going to be up first out of Spelter, West Virginia, followed by the number 1 of Tyler Erb. Tyler Erb out of New Waverly, Texas. Right now sitting in the Lucas Oil Championship points. He is in position at number 8. Then it's Steve Waggle, the veteran out of Middleburn. As coming up, Cody Rogers, first lap time here at Tyler County. Yes, it is 14.175. 141.75. Tyler goes to the top of the chart. 13.498. Steve Waggle at 13.732. Cody Rogers, lap number 2 in the 22. And it'll be 13.628. It's quicker. Still second. Tyler with 13.504. Steve Waggle goes to the top of the speed chart. 13.481. 13481 from Middleburn's own Steve Waggle in 75. Well, last night it was rookie late model driver Adam Stricker. He was the quickest overall. Right now, local favorite Steve Waggle on top. Up next will be 11 out of Brady, Mississippi. That'll be Spencer Hughes, followed by the 7. A good top 10 last night out of Georgetown, Delaware. In the Ken and Tracy Adams entry, that's Ross Robinson. And the 111, the top, that'll be the GRS1, the Hillbilly qualifier winner out of Morgantown, West Virginia. That'll be Daniel Hill. Daniel Hill in the GRS1. Hughes, he is in the Clyburn Take Lines, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Roth Heating and Cooling LLC, Link Construction, Bill Stein, Indiana USSA, Fast Pitch Softball, Bob and Tammy Burton, BP, Pee Wee's Performance Exhaust, Wicks Filter, Schaefer Trucking, CFM Truck Repair. Hughes, fast time, 13.376, 13376. Robinson, 13.803, 13803. Daniel Hill, the GRS1 at 14.953. Hughes, lap number 2. It's going to be 14.633. Lap 2 for Ross Robinson, 13.566. Daniel Hill, lap 2 is quicker. It's 6th right now to 6:13.798. Ross Robinson, the Stokely Materials, Orange Source Sales Rental. Sandy, the Frozen Farmers, ML Joseph, Sand and Gravel, Hard Scrabble, Wesley Collins Builders, Top Notch Custom Concepts. Atlantic Prime Mortgage, First Aid Roof and Exterior Cleaning, Penske, VP, Boswell Oil, Wells Motorsports. Up next, he is the top rookie this year in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts. He is in the Briggs Transport Excess Storage. 111, it's Max Blair out of Centerville, PA, followed by the 14. He's out of Dawson, PA. It's Braden Dillinger. Braden Dillinger in the 14. And the 47W is Brandon Waggle. Brandon Waggle out of Middleburn. He is in the Scott West Racing, Ridge Runner Farms, the Jug Restaurant and Ice Cream, Burger, Rivers, Electric Motors, Blair, Max Blair. Second quick here in Group A, 13.400. Braden Dillinger. His first lap is going to be 13.681, 113.681. And Waggle lap 2, 13.683. Max Blair goes to the top, 13.337. Dillinger to third at 13.441. And Brandon Waggle is fourth at 13.466. But ladies and gentlemen, new quick time in Group A at 13.337. It's the top O'Reilly Auto Parts rookie in the Lucas Oil Series, Max Blair in the 111. Up next will be the 39 two-time and reigning series champion out of Watertown, New York. It'll be Tim McCready, followed by the 18. In the Mighty Mouse Motorsports entry out of Shinston, West Virginia, that is Robbie Scott. Robbie Scott of the 18 and Semper Fi. United States Marine Corps veteran, the 29 out of Malden, South Carolina. That is Larry Groob. Larry Groob in 29. McCready, the Minka Plumbing of the Carolinas, Racing for Heroes, Bill Stein, Armslist.com, Baker Mitchell Company, Integris Rich Solutions, Brand Bend Trucking, The Aesthetic House. McCready 9th, 13.67, Robbie Scott at 13.753. Larry Groob 13.794. Groob in the Olivia Groob Realtor, IMLP, United States Marine Corps veteran, as I mentioned, McCready. McCready lap 2 is 13.538. That's 7th. Lap 2 for Robbie Scott. And the 18 is going to be 13.562. And the second lap for Group 14.011. So it's still Max Blair, Spencer Hughes, Braden Dillinger, and Brandon Waggle. Up next will be the 10, the defending dirt track world champion out of Eatonton, Georgia. It's Garrett Smith. Followed by the 58, last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts top rookie in Dubuque, Iowa. In the Ken and Beth Roberts entry, that is Garrett Alberson. And the 49, former Hillbilly Hundred winner. He is out of Blairsville, Georgia. That is Jonathan Davenport. Garrett Smith under Terminal Maintenance Construction, Atlanta Paving and Concrete, the world-famous Cadillac Ranch, Base Fuel, Senior Life Insurance, Go Lithium, Rocket Vic Hill. First lap time for the 10 of Garrett Smith, 13.483, 1.3483. Garrett Alberson to go to second at 13.361, 1.3361. Davenport fast time, 13.321 for JD, 1.3321. Garrett Smith lap 2 is going to be 14.801. And Alberson lap 2 is 13.444. And lap 2 is 13.413. But his first lap is fast time in the 49 out of Blairsville, Georgia. Jonathan Davenport at 13.321. In the Nutrient Ag Solutions, Dynagrow Seed, Lucas Oil, Bill Stein, VP Fuels, Martin Martin Automotive, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, AC Warranty, Midwest Sheet Metal, Fast Shafts 49. 2 more to go here in Group A. It's the 46 car out of Jacksonville, Florida. That'll be Earl Pearson Jr. and the 18D in the James Ratliff entry out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. That is Dalton Wilson. Dalton Wilson and the MGL Auto Sales, the Auto Outlet, Gramley Farms, JR Motor Sales, All Trucks Repair, Innovative Consulting Solutions, B&O Construction, New Point Lighting Design. In the Papage Construction, Lucas Oil, Sierra Pacific Materials, 46. It's EPJ Earl Pearson Jr. 13.750. Dalton Wilson third, 13.346, 1.3346. Here comes EPJ. Lap 2 is going to go to 8th at 13.471. Dalton Wilson, lap 2. It is fast time. Dalton Wilson, the final qualifier in Group A, 13.083 for the Big Perm. Dustin Jarrett, how about that? Right now, he'll be on the pole of heat number 1, pending tech.
Dalton Wilson, we talked about it earlier, man. He just keeps getting a little better, a little better. We think that first Lucas Oil win is coming soon. He made this race one time. It was last year, James. He got 15th. He's looking to improve upon that here tonight, and he may have just gotten off to a good start by setting fast time in Group A of All-Star Performance Time Trials.
As Steve Davis would say, Big Perm is head and shoulders above everybody in Group A right now, right?
That's exactly right. Steve Davis would say a lot of things, some of them better than others.
Parts unknown, but it's Fayetteville, North Carolina. Steve Davis, the hometown of Dalton Wilson. It's Campbellsville, Kentucky for James and Jennifer Ratliff, the car owners. By the way, Dustin, teammates next week at Eldora, Dalton Wilson and Jason Jameson back behind the wheel of a Ratliff car next weekend.
Jason Jameson's been up front at Eldora before. Good to see him or hear that he will be behind the wheel of that race car. And another little piece of information coming out this week. Cody Evans will be at Eldora at the World 100 next week behind the wheel of a Benji Hicks triple nickel or double nickel race car, rather. It may have a triple nickel on the side.
It may be. How about this, though? Dalton Wilson will be in the Dunn Benson Ford #1 throwback to the 06 World 100 won by EPJ.
Yeah, and he will be in that car, or he will be in that throwback wrap because they are working out of the old Gunben Susha Jinx back
Very
up to
good.
you.
Thank you, DJ. We are on top of it tonight. Hudson O'Neill, the number 1 car. Out of Martinsville, Indiana, the 89. He's out of Waynesboro, Virginia, Logan Robertson. And the 60 car in his dad's car. Out of Cross Lanes, West Virginia, that is Zach Dome. Hudson O'Neill into Durham. Powered Entry, Valvoline, Swerbert Calf Ranches, Ace Metalworks, Rocket Pre-Owned, Petro Towing, Gunners, Honey, WR1, Sim Chassis, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Sunoco Integra, Performance Grading, number 1, second in the points. First lap time, 13.222, 13222. Logan Robertson, 13.721. In the Broadneck Shaker, J.C. Clary, Masters build. And Zach Dome, 13.689, 13689, 13.181, 13181. Second lap time for O'Neill Robertson. He'll pick it up. He'll go to second, still 13.256. Here comes Zach Dome. And Zach Dome in his dad's rocket, his second lap is going to be 13.757 in the Tim Short Auto Group Way Floor covering Daggett Reynolds, Dave Poskey's Performance Parts, Octane Race Products, Dome Cycle Sales, Robertson, Gunners Honey, Clary's Used Cars, Pro Fabrication, Blue Ridge, 3 Aces Speed Shop, Renegade Fuels. Driver second last night at PRP, the 99 out of Dresden, Ohio, to be Devin Moran. Behind him, the 99B out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, that is Boom Briggs. And the 25C out of Chalk Hill, PA, it'll be Mason Ziegler. Devin Moran of the Big River Steel, Lazy Days RV, C&W Trucking, Bill Stein, CarSourceAuto.com, Red Oak Pub, Lucas Oil, Smoky Mountain Speedway, Lincoln Smith Racing, McHugh Chrysler, Dodge Jeep, and Ram, and Midwest Sheet Metal 99. Moran 6th of the points. First lap at Tyler County, 3rd in Group B, 13.319. Boom Briggs, lap 1. He'll go to 4th at 13.663. Ziggy, former series rookie of the year, 13.371, 13371. Lap number 2 for Devin Moran's 13.272. It's quicker, still 3rd. Boom Briggs, lap 2, 13.513. Mason Ziegler, lap 2, 13.287. He's in the JLE Industries Green Lane, Fox Shocks, Glenn Elliott, Roy's Body Shop and Garage, RBS Auto and Trailer Sales, Imperial River Transport 25. Boom Briggs, the Murphy's Logging, Excess Stories, Corey Rubber, Meridian Hardwoods, Valvoline, Penske, Creekside Auto Sales, Tucker Drums, Briggs Transport, Northeast Paving, Seal Coating. The 57 is the current truck points leader and truck champion out of Pennsboro, West Virginia. The Punisher, that'll be Kyle Thomas. Kyle Thomas at 57, followed by the 44. 10th last night at PRP out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. That is Colton Burdett. And the 5 out of Buchanan, West Virginia. In the Rocket Hill, that is Shane Hitt. Hitt Enterprises, TKS Contracting, Jenkins Ford, High Point Construction. Colton Burdett, the Dimmitt Accounting, Fordyce Heavy Equipment, Go Lithium 44. Kyle Thomas out of Pennsboro. First lap time. Shane Hitt is 13.322, 13322. Kyle Thomas could have trouble there on the transporter. Burdett, lap number 2 is 13.392. His first lap was quicker at 13.354. And lap 2 for Shane Hitt is 5th at 13.398, 13398. So Kyle Thomas did not pick up on the loop. Right now it's Hudson O'Neill, Logan Robertson, Devin Moran, Mason Ziegler here in Group B. Will be heats 3 and 4 tonight. Up next is the 37 out of Jacksonburg, West Virginia. That is Travis Brown. Travis Brown behind him. Former winner here by the Hillbilly Hundred back in 2018. It'll be Brandon Overton out of Evans, Georgia. And it'll be the 37 out of Fairmont, West Virginia. The C.J. Johnson entry. That is Jacob Hawkins. Jacob Hawkins in 37. Lap number 1 for Travis Brown. And problems in hot laps here tonight. He goes at 13.689, 13689. Lap number 1 for Brandon Overton is going to be 13.324. Jacob Hawkins 13.567. Travis Brown lap 2. Travis Brown 13.689. Brandon Overton will go to second quick in Group B at 13.246. And Jacob Hawkins lap 2 is 14.680. In the Middletown Homes, Hawkins Towing LLC, Megacorp Logistics, J&J Farms, Melvin's Automatic Transmission, Cash Cabins LLC, and again Overton and the Victory Fuel, Electrolyte Water, Garto Southern Muscle Factory, Clean Weight Clearing and Grading, Dirt Mafia, Boswell Oil, RW Powell Construction, Penske Easy Go, our Technologies, Convenient Loop, H&A Development. So it's Hudson O'Neill, Brandon Overton, Logan Robertson, Devin Moran, the top 4. Coming up next will be the current Lucas Oil Late Modern Series points leader. What a year he has had out of Martinsville, Indiana. It's Ricky Thornton Jr. Ricky Thornton Jr., the 20 RT. Behind him, the 25. Former track record holder here out of Salem, West Virginia. That is Mike Benedum. Mike Benedum at 25 of the 12R out of Pennsboro, West Virginia. That is Ryan Payne. Ryan Payne in the 12R, RTJ, the Big River Steel, Coleman Farms, Hoker Trucking, Subsurface of Indiana, Dino 1 Inc., West Right Tractor Sales, D&E Outside Services, Certified Inspection, Sunoco, Bilstein, Murray Farms, Midwest Sheet Metal, XL Floor Covering, Longhorn Clements with a 20 RT. Ninth in Group B, 13.528, 13528, Benedum. Mike Benedum in the Team Zero Bloomquist, 13.603, 13603, Ryan Payne in the Rocket Poe Power. His first lap time is 13.655. Lap 2 for Thornton is 8th at 13.433. Benedum at 13.664. And Payne, lap number 2, 9th at 13.451. Benedum in the BSI Well Service, BlackRock Enterprises, CE Birchers Ranch, Clarksburg Max Sales, and Service. 2 more to go, Dustin.
Yeah, real quick, just a shout out to Ryan Payne, who made the move up to full-time super late model racing, grabbed his first career win here at Tyler County back in June.
Up next will be the 00. First time in this car in Bergenstown, PA, the veteran. It'll be Kyle Lucan. Kyle Lucan in the Creek Bar and Grill. Mallard Electric Grill entry, followed by the 27 out of Uniontown, PA, and his grandfather, Bobby Lake Motorsports entry. It's Michael Lake and back out. Transponder did not pick up the first time out of Pennsboro. It'll be Kyle Thomas. And we've got a caution flag. Gorsuch Performance Solutions caution out. Michael Lake in the Gary's Auto Sales, Melvin's Transmission, D&M Trucking, Bill Stein Shocks, Youngblood Concrete, Base Fuels, Ty Touring Motorsports, ML Performance 27, Lucan, and the Ebert Associates Insurance, Lakeview, Ford.com, Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Greenville, Gable Inn, and Centerline Motorsports. So should be the final 3 of the night. 13-181. Is the time to beat here in Group B. Lap 1 for Lucan. Kyle Lucan 8th at 13.400. Michael Lake at 13.639. Ryan Thomas Kyle Thomas, not the modified driver Ryan Thomas, but Kyle Thomas, 13.764. Lucan at 14.815. Lake at 13.696. And Kyle Thomas at 13.831. That should do it. 34 cars qualify. Fastest in Group B. And that'll get him 10 points. That'll be Hudson O'Neill at 13.181. In the Rocket House car. Then it's Brandon Overton second, Logan Robertson third, Devin Moran fourth. So, DJ, what does that mean? Heat 3, it'll be Hudson O'Neill, Logan Robertson. Heat 4 will be Brandon Overton and Devin Moran. And that means your overall fast time. Your overall fast qualifier at 13.083. So close. So close to that first career win. What a big one it would be tonight in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Here he comes out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. How about it, Tyler County, for Dalton Wilson. DJ.
Well, he comes into the event 7th in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series point standings, 8th in the series standings last year. And you mentioned still looking for that first series win. Got to win it off-road earlier this year. When I think bull rings, when I think little high-banked racetracks, I don't think Dalton Wilson normally is a guy coming from North Carolina. What about this racetrack here tonight has got this 18D running so good?
You know, I think we've got a really good car right now, and you know, I think I was the first one that got in that bottom down there in 3 and 4, and you know, thanks to my guys, they seen that and they said, hey, give her a shot. So you know, thanks to them, they busted their bus this week. We lost that motor Friday night, and it's really you know, put us behind all week. But you know, maybe we can capitalize on this starting up front, and we got a long race tonight. But you know, maybe we can put the whole thing together.
If you could do that, getting a win in the oldest dirt late model race, the oldest continuously running dirt late model race or crown jewel in the country, what would that mean to get a Hillbilly 100 win to you?
Man, that'd be awesome. You know, just to win a Lucas race right now would be special. But, you know, like I said, we're going to keep plugging away, and we'll get better and better, and maybe we get the job done.
How about it, Tyler County? He is your overall all-star performance fast qualifier out of Fayetteville, North Carolina in the Ratliff Racing 18D, Dalton Wilson. And as Dalton Wilson gets his picture taken down here on the front straightaway, before the Rush Late Models come out for their time trials, we'll step aside and thank the folks that make this broadcast a possibility. Those of you watching at home, you are watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Hillbilly 100 live here on Flow.
For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the